Hello, my fellow nerds out there. Zorko Nerd Richie, and welcome to our fantastic Wonderland. Now, you guys probably remember the series that I did before, Our Wonderland, right? It was all horrifying and scary and all that, right? Well, this is a completely irrelevant game. This game actually is a spin-off of Our Wonderland, if you couldn't tell. This is supposed to. I guess this is supposed to take place before before Our Wonderland happened. Even though the dev pretty much confirmed that it's irrelevant, that this game is actually not canon. I guess it could be canon for all I know, but I don't know. Anyways, I saw this going through itch.io. I thought, wait, no, this isn't by the same developer, is it? I thought this was a fan game, but no, it isn't. It actually is by the same developer, Carrot Patch Games. So anyways, enough wasting your time. Let's get into the game and start. Oh, where am I? Oh, it's Iggy! My boy! Wait, is he dressed up as the white mage from Final Fantasy? It looks the part. A young man in robes of white traverses the darkness of the woods. His snow-stained hair stands prominent against the backdrop. Oh, so this isn't going through Iggy's perspective. It's like, well, actually, it probably will be. I don't really know, but this is more so going through like a third-person narrative. That's different. I like that. Like a star twinkling softly against the expanse of the night sky, and around him, the shadows threaten the inky chasms. Like inky chasms. All manner of creature could be out there, just watching, waiting. What? What? Hey, it's me. Very good, Iggs. I'm glad that you recognize yourself in the mirror. Skenzo! Oh, it's Hooner! Oh my god, they look so different! You know, it doesn't help the vibe when you interrupt the narration. Don't worry, babe. Just narrate these clowns straight into the big old torture hole. See if they can keep up with the smart-ass commentary with 7-foot spikes shoved up their asses. Good old Bucks. Orlum! If I knew this was going to be an NC-17 affair, I'd have come more prepared. That is sick and disgusting, and why the hell did you all put me next to this fucker? Gidget! Wait, Hooner can just kill us like that? I'm not killing anyone. Wait, hold on. Are they playing Dungeons and Dragons? Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Can we please focus here? I was trying to keep things under 10K. Now then. Okay, I love this already. Alright, so this is supposed to be Hooner narrating, right? The cool chill of the wooded shade sends shivers up the man's spine. He knows not where he is, nor how he arrived here. Ignatius. Oh wait, isn't that Iggy's actual name? I have no idea where I am or how I got here. Damn it, you should drop that computer hacking stuff and take up acting instead, Mr. Charlton Heston over here. I'm still not sure why he's playing the lead. The last thing this world needs is another spineless vanilla protagonist. I could have provided some life to this production. Yeah, because you'd have stolen it away from everyone watching. The young cleric, Ignatius, carries on through the trees before arriving at a clearing. At the center of the clearing, a halfling knight lies prostrate on the ground, unmoving. He appears to be gravely injured, his breath ragged on his lips. Heal him, leave him be. Oh wait, we actually get to make the decisions for him! Yes! Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, there's the save. Okay, I was wondering where the save was. Ooh, I like the save screen. It looks so cool. Oh, look at all their heads lined up here. That's awesome. Well, duh, of course heal him. Ignatius kneels down next to the knight, using his curative magic to heal the knight's wounds. Oh, they actually use magic. It's so cool. The knight stirs, groans. Then he pushes himself off the ground. Is that Genzo? That's my Genzi boy! Knight, what the flying fuck was I doing lying on the ground? Paused. Again, that's not how knights talk. Oh, sorry. Guess I missed out on round table lexicon class. Throw me a fucking bone here. You'd have better luck teaching a monkey to fly than you would teaching Genzo to clean his tongue. There's gonna be a monkey flying here real soon if you don't plug your pie hole, you freckled fuck. The two men stand there. Hello? Hi? Are you alright now? I'm standing, ain't I? Did someone attack you? To be honest, I can't remember. Everything's kinda a blur. All I remember is this weird hissing noise. Hissing noise? Yeah, like hiss. Yeah, exactly that. Damn, your vocal range. That wasn't me. As if on cue. Oh god, it's the gremlins from before. Oh, and they have arms now. I hate it. As if on cue, they emerge from the inky blackness between the trees. One after another, tiny shadows giving way the hues of the deepest crimson. While beneath their bulbous crowns, wrinkled twig-like arms wriggled and squirmed like snakes. We've got company. Because I couldn't tell from the aura of murder choking this place like a corn dog down my throat. One of the tomato creatures leaps at the knight. Oh, nice! Who deftly deflects the attack with his sword. God damn it. We're gonna need to do this the hard way, I guess. Get behind me. Do as he says, I can take care of myself. I actually don't know which one to choose again. Oh god. Let's go ahead and do as he says. I want to see what happens. Considering Ignatius is no kind of weapon, he has no qualms with leading behind the knight's back as the creatures draw near. But aren't these what attacked you earlier? One of the fiends comes charging towards them, razor sharp fangs bared. Woo! Let's go! Then it separates its arms and legs from its body with two quick flashes of its blade. Yeah, what about it? Last I checked, you almost died. Hey, a slight miscalculation is all. Slight? Now, two of them are closing in. They race forward, zipping to the left, to the right, then flying at from opposite sides. Ooh! Knight spins, sword arcing in the air as it slices through their necks in swift succession, sending their bulbous heads bouncing to the ground. At the moment, Ignatius notices one bearing down from behind them. Crap! He takes a hurried step backwards, only for the knight to wrap him around the waist and pull him close with a grunt. Damn vegetables! Whoo! Another flashes his blade. Then the incoming creature falls to the ground in 6 neat pieces. Ignatius watches in wonder, and lets his gaze fall to the iron-tight grip of the knight has around his hips. The knight must notice too, but he recoils just with a flustered jerk. Be a bit more careful, yeah? The knight coughs. Decapitates another tomato. Coughs again. The remainder of the fight goes quickly after that. Then 10 or so more of the creatures are turned into ketchup. The rest begin to scatter, no doubt having realized the attack is futile. With a series of hisses, they retreat back to the trees, lost once more within the shadow. You're remarkably skilled. What can I say? I know my way around a sword. That was subtle. Come on, Orlum, get your head out of the gutter. Hey, I'm a subtle guy. Did I miss something? Don't worry, Iggs, it's nothing. Yes, nothing. At any rate, Ignatius ignores this comment. What is your name, knight? Oh, yeah, I haven't done introductions yet, have we? Or we haven't. I get a big fat F in chivalry. You can just call me Genzo. Very well, Genzo. I'm called Ignatius. Got it, Iggs. No, Ignatius. Not seeing the diff there. Fine, whatever. At any rate, I'm on a very important quest for the king. Wait, I am? You are? Why else would he be walking around in a dangerous forest filled with murder tomatoes? Because he wants a sandwich? Yeah, what is it then? What's the quest? It's, even he doesn't know. What a farce. Maybe he needs to take the One Ring to Mordor? This isn't fucking, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart already. This isn't Lord of the Rings. Whoa. Let's not bring the copyright hounds down on us, okay? Yeah? The Jewel of Happiness? Jewel of Happiness? Yes, you must return the Jewel of Happiness to the sacred altar to, restore its light and bring happiness back to the world. On second thought, let's stick with Mordor. I knew you'd come up with something amazing, babe. Oh, I like how Bucks is so supportive. She's not as murderous as the previous game. You might as well call it the jewel of this story is. The jewel of this story is for the brainless. It's the jewel of happiness, and that's that. See, he's already pulled it out of his robe. I have? Ignatius has already pulled the jewel of happiness out of his robe. He holds the amber orb between the two of them. Its dull, lifeless surface seems to exude hopelessness. I'm supposed to return the jewel to the second altar and restore the sacred altar and restore its light, so I can bring happiness back to the world. Jewel of happiness? Sounds fake, but okay. I don't need you anyway. Will you help me? Yeah, I think that this time we're just not gonna save at every decision. Might as well go ahead. Will you help me? Will you help me? I feel your sword will be a great asset along the way. Well, when you ask so nicely, how can I refuse? It's been a long time since I've been so excited by someone as handsome sounding as you. I'm not soliciting you, I just need your help. All the same to me. And so the two companions set off, back into the shadow of trees. But what kind of peril lurks in the dark? Only time will tell. Oh, this is incredible. I love this. We're only 14 minutes in and this is awesome. What are we looking at here? It seems to be a large empty field. Interesting. A bit sus if you ask me. It does have an aura of strangeness about it. The two companions have reached the edge of the forest, only to be met with a new obstacle. An empty field. Oh, the horror. An empty field. Whatever shall they do? You know, I don't appreciate the sarcasm. This part was not supposed to be challenging. It's literally just a field that you have to cross. I don't know, I think it's good to be cautious. Yeah, maybe we'll trip and fall on a specially pointy rock and bash our brains out. Okay, fine, you want suspicious empty field? I'll give you a suspicious empty field. Boom! There, how do you like that? Does the field look scary beyond all reason now? Yep. The terrifying red sky? Yep. I think I just wet myself. The two companions face an extremely dark and horrifying field. The aura chills their bones to the core. Maybe we can go around? They cannot go around. The field is wide and massive. Attempting to circumvent it would add days to their journey. Days they don't have if they have any hopes of restoring happiness to the world. Wait, did you just hear something? Hear something? No. Genso goes tense, keening his ears towards the forest behind them. Is someone there? It happens in a flash. One moment Genso is standing on his own 2 feet. Whoa! The next, he isn't. He goes tumbling, rolling, huffs and grunts as his back cracks against the hard earth. Then comes to a stop, a shadowy figure perched atop him with a dagger pressed to his throat. Whoa! Orlum! If it isn't my least favorite pint-sized sword swinger. Wait, you two aren't supposed to know each other. How could I not know this imbecile? Just thinking about him makes my stomach roil. That's what we call IBS, bud. See how he taunts me? I practically deserve to slit his throat. There's not gonna be any throat slitting. Fine, a little throat slitting is okay. I thought I felt eyes on my ass the last hour or so. Yes, everything is always asses with you, isn't it? What can I say? I like what I like. Oh, perhaps you'd also like me cutting that tongue of yours off, You sure you want to do that? I remember you praising it quite highly last time I used it. The cloaked individual pressed his dagger tighter against Genzo's throat. Snark all you want, but the day will come where I'll get to do everything I want to you. Oh, Lord, we know. Oh, you gonna run to Daddy 'cause a little halfling hurt your feelings? Step into hell? What did you do to this guy? Okay, maybe we can get more information. What did you do to this guy? Dang, this guy seems to really hate you. Just what did you do to him? Me? Do to him? If you knew half of the things this guy's done, you'd be running for the hills, Eggs. I don't know. He seems pretty nice to me. The man glances up, smirks. Your new pet has good taste. He pushes himself to his feet and wipes the dust off his cloak. And not bad on the eyes either. How the devil did you get yourself mixed up with this irrelevant ox, then? He's helping return the jewel of happiness to the sacred altar. And we need to be on our way too. Let's get moving, no time to lollygag. Speaking of gagging, you should teach your boy how to hold his tongue. There's many a fiend out there with their eyes on that jewel. Really? This thing? I, however, would be happy to fend them off and aid you on your noble quest. I'd be happy to string you up by the rat on your head and leave you for the crows. So testy today, aren't we, dear? You want to keep him all for yourself, do you? More like I know you. You wouldn't help someone willingly if you had a knife to your balls. Don't tell me you're bored. Daddy said you'd run errands again, didn't he? I'm on a mission of extreme importance, something you could never. He never sends me on errands. Who is this father you keep talking about? Why, the king of the imps, of course. I am heir to the throne. Pshaw, heir to the throne. Last I checked, you were at the bottom of his list, bud. Daddy doesn't like it when you sleep with the guy trying to off him. A moment of weakness is all. Besides, last I checked, bottom of the list is still higher than brain-addled outcast knights. The man grabs Genzo by his mantle with a splenetic huff. Both of you calm down. I think that's probably the better answer here. Both of you just calm down, okay? This isn't getting us anywhere. The man releases him, but none too affably. His hands go to his hips as Genzo's begrudgingly at his throat. Rubs begrudgingly at his throat. Can't read. Thank you. Ignatius looks from the man to Genzo and back again. I just realized I don't even know your name. I just call him Buttface. Orlum. Orlum is fine. I won't require you to address me as royalty. Yet. Yeah, he saves that for when he's got a leash around your throat. Orlum crushes the heel of his boot on top of Genzo's foot. Ow! Genzo yelps. Alright, Orlum. If you said you want to help us, I would gladly accept your aid. This brings a proud grin to Orlum's face. And rightfully so. We don't need his help. We were doing just fine on our own. Oh, and how do you propose you were going to cross that field, I don't know, by walking? The way most people cross a large tracts of land? And get swallowed up by the collector? No, Oh, we actually get to see the collector this time? Please let me know if we actually see him this time. No, I can see now you'll never make it across in one piece. You'll need the gift of stealth if you have any hopes of flying this plot. And I suppose that's where you come in, huh? Precisely. I'm starting to like this already. Five minutes later, sees the trio slinking across the darkened field. Ooh. Oh, I love this. They dart in and out of the shadows like ghosts in the night, and stop for a moment neath the refuge of a large boulder, quiet, listening. Are you sure there's even anything here? The place is as dead as my dick when I think about you. It does seem awfully quiet. Orlum just laughs, impish grin playing on his lips. Oh, don't worry. It's here. The collective feeds on your fear. So do try to keep those thoughts of yours from succumbing to dread. And whatever you do, don't look directly at it. Seems simple enough to me. Ignatius curls his arms around his chest as a chill creeps up his spine. Him and avoiding dread have never mixed well. Dread being the constant companion, more like. Something brushes against his shoulder. With a start, he turns around, but there's nothing there. Nothing at all except the empty expanse of field. A trick of the wind, no doubt. But he can't help but feel anxiety tickling the back of his neck. Maybe he won't be able to return the jewel after all. Who is he anyway? Not brave, not dependable, certainly not any kind of savior. Maybe he'd been destined to fail all along. At that moment, Orlum motions them ahead, which rouses him out of his self-deprecating thoughts. And then they're moving forward again, around rock and brush, tracing divots of dirt, swift and silent as they follow the trail of shadow. Oh, we actually get to look around. It's so cool. Orlum leads them beneath the blackness of a large decaying tree, and they crouch beneath it with ragged breaths, their chests heaving. Genzo leans in towards Orlum with a hiss. You're not just leading us around in circles, are you? And force myself to stay in close proximity even longer? You flatter yourself. Ignatius' discomfort continues to grow. He brings his knees to his chest, gazing out across the shadow-strewn field. Now the feeling is all over his head and shoulders, with something slithering across his scalp, tracing the length of his collarbone. His breath is coming out faster and faster. Ask for help, do nothing. Oh. Hey, there's another choice. How about we ask for... Maybe we could ask for help. Guys, I'm feeling a bit weird. Two companions continue to bicker and argue amongst themselves. Neither one paying attention to him. Why would they pay attention to him? He's nobody. Nothing. A burden to any and all who cross his path. Surely they'd fare better without him. He squeezes his eyes shut as a bead of sweat works its way down his temple. He'll never succeed. He might as well give up now. Why had he thought he'd ever be able to do something so heroic? The slithering extends down to his chest, curling and twisting around his neck, his arms, his waist. It's all around him now, but he doesn't care. He closes his eyes. He's the bumbling coward who doesn't deserve anything better. He would never have reached the altar anyway. Never been able to make a difference. Tighter, twisting. He's being dragged now, pulled away by the safety of the shadows. He should have just given up already. At that moment, Orlum leaps to his feet. It's here! It has him! Genzo follows suit, twisting around in horror. Eggs! But at this point, it's too late. The black tentacle coils around Ignatius' form with a possessive tug. Then yank him free of the shadows and up into the air. Ignatius takes one look at the form of his captor. His eyes widen momentarily, before going completely white, his body limp in the tentacle's grip. Orlum brings his hand to the air, fingers digging into his scalp. Shit, he's already gone! Gone? What do you mean gone? There's no way now. We can't get close enough without looking at it ourselves. He stops, looks at Genzo. Or perhaps not. Why do I feel like you're about to ask me to do something extremely dangerous? There's no time. I'll try to move around to the back and distract it. You use that opportunity to cut him free. If this were any other situation, I'd say get fucked. But I think I'd appreciate Egg staying alive, so fine. Fine. That's what I thought. Now go. Do the only thing you're good at and slice some things in half. Orlum scuttles off in the shadows, dagger at the ready. Genzo unsheathes his sword, back to the tree bark as he keens his ears. It doesn't take long. Commotion to the far left. The sound of a blade cutting through the air, followed by a pained whine of something large. Now, Genzo! Genzo wastes no time. He darts out from his hiding place. Wait. Oh, we don't even get to see the collector's face? Come on! The beast is huge. Massive. All around him, tentacles curling and twisting against the sky. And Ignatius is up there in them. In that writhing snarl of liquid black coils. Genzo follows the sound of them as they whip around him, whirling, thrashing that snap at the air. One flash. Nice! Two. His sword arcs through the air, taking out the inky coils one after another. Take that, you overgrown octopus from hell! The collector screeches, whipping its tentacles into an even greater fervor. They come at Genzo and whip like latches. He can barely deflect in time, clanging off the hilt of his sword, slapping against his legs and shoulders, leaving red gashes in their wake. Genzo grunts, swings his sword left, right, aiming at anything and everything disturbing the air. More shrieks. The creature is getting mad now, tangible fury present in the throes. He's just to your left! Genzo nods, grits his teeth, then plants his feet firmly on the ground and chops. The blade curves neatly through the two tentacle coiled around Ignatius' body. There's an almost audible shudder, a fleeting moment where Ignatius stays suspended in the air. Then Genzo holds out his arms with a little whistle between his teeth, and Ignatius' limp form falls into them with a cushy thwomp. Genzo doesn't waste another moment. He takes off, short little legs booking it across the dirt. The collector roars and wails and peppers his back and neck with more whip-like snaps. But he doesn't stop. Can't stop. Or only when the shrieking finally fades. The air begins to calm. The ground hardens to packed earth. Beneath him do his hairy footsteps slow. He comes to a stop, shudders heaving, coughs, and racking his frame. Damn. Dude, this is awesome. He stands there, catching his breath, keening his ears. Listening for any sound, any sign of that thing still coming at him. But there's nothing. The air is deathly still aside from his breathing. Complete and utter silence. Just until Orlum jumps down from who knows where and lands on the ground beside him. Gizmo yelps and falls back on his ass. Give him here. What's wrong with him? I already said he's gone. But there might be a way to bring him back if we act fast. What the hell does that even mean? But Orlum doesn't respond. He's already got Ignatius laid on the ground. He's currently snapping his fingers in front of his eyes. Ignatius remains silent. His eyes weighs the bangs framing his face. Orlum curses beneath his breath and begins rifling through his pack. You mean he's, like, passed out or some shit? Yes, passed out for all eternity. For all eternity. This answer finally seems to stop Genzo short. He runs a nervous hand through his hair, corner of his mouth twisting downwards. Wait, am I dead? Yeah, he better not be dead. You're not dead, don't worry. Why do I not trust you, Mr. Antagonist over here? Mr. Antagonist over here. You know, that was pretty gallant of you, though, Genzo. It was? Oh, no praise for me, I see. Perhaps I should have left you there to rot. Thank you too, Orlum. What? What did I say? I think you broke him. The bastard probably hasn't had anyone thank him for anything in his goddamn life. Orlum finishes searching through his pack, pulling out a small vial of gray liquid. He shakes it next to his ear. The hell is that? My wakey-wake potion. Sometimes I need my targets awake, you know. It's quite strong. I'm gonna do myself a favor and not ask. Anyway, it may just be what we need to jumpstart him back to reality. Should have known you'd have something weird to put in his mouth. Orlum kneels down beside Ignatius' head, prodding his mouth open with his fingers. He yanks the cork out of the vial with his teeth, then pours the entirety of his contents down the other man's throat. 1 second, 2. Both of them just watch Ignatius' limp form on the ground. Then, in a whooping fit of coughs, Ignatius begins to convulse. Hacking away, he curls inward, tears flooding his eyes, and his hands come to his mouth. It lasts for a good minute more, the sound of it both excruciating yet hopeful. When finally the convulsions die down, Ignatius' eyes have cleared. He looks first at Orlum, then to Genzo. Welcome back. Groan and roll over. Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? Might as well hug him. Feeling incredibly overcome, Ignatius launches himself at Orlum, arms going around his waist as he buries his face somewhere around his belly. Orlum's eyes nearly bug out of his head. That's, He pushes back on Ignatius' shoulders in obvious discomfort. But Ignatius refuses to let go. I was so scared. I didn't know where I was or what was going on. Everything was just, I was just so alone. Well, you're fine now, so you can just... Thank you for saving me from that place. Orlem's eye twitches. He gives another push, extra hard this time, and finally succeeds in extracting Ignatius from his frame. He rises to his feet, turns to Genzo. Take care of your little cleric, would you? He needs rest for a while. I'm going to secure the perimeter. The last thing we need is another surprise attack. Then, with a somewhat embarrassed twist of his heels, he turns and walks away, disappearing back into the night. Genzo plops his seat next to Ignatius. After a few moments of scratching his head and listening to Ignatius' beleaguered breath, he pulls his pack off his back and positions it beneath the other man's head. Try to get some rest, eh? We've still got a long road ahead. Silence falls between them, especially loud against the surrounding quiet. Then finally, glad you're still with us though, yeah? Ignatius smiles and lets his eyes flutter closed. Oh, this is really cool. This is really awesome. I love this. The trio spends the night beneath the stars, taking turns resting and keeping watch as Ignatius sleeps. Orla builds a fire. Genzo shares the salt tack and jars of homemade preserves he brought with them. And by morning, Ignatius is mostly recovered, if one ignores the occasional relapse of vomiting. So they set off back down the trail, once more headed in the direction of their goal, with hopes high, and only the intermittent doubt crossing their minds. On and on they walk, following the twisting path over rock and under hill, until just as the sun has hit its peak in the sky, they approach a crossroad. And smack at the center of the crossroads, they see a figure. Oh? Is that Gidget? The figure is unmoving, simply standing in the middle of the path. Even as they near, he remains still. Oh, wait, that's a male? Male? Okay, I can work with that. In fact, they all get within a few yards of the figure with still no sign of movement. They come to a halt. Stand there. The figure stands there, just staring in their general direction, making no sign that he's noticed them. Ignatius looks at his companions, who simply shoo him forward. It's like, you deal with this, bud. He takes a step with a wince. Hello? No response. Nothing but the same far-off stare. Ignatius shifts one foot to the other. Looks back. Receives nothing but a shrug from his companions. Tries again. Hello? The figure gives a sudden start. What? Who's there? Ignatius takes a startled step backwards. We're just passing through is all. But the sight of you standing on the road is so strange, we thought we should... He trails off with a little wave of his arm. Not entirely sure how to finish his remark, so he leaves it be. The blonde gentleman looks at him for a moment, eyes dilating. Then seems to realize something. You're the one my father sent with the jewel, yes? Father? Ignatius' hands go instinctively to the jewel inside his robe. Wait, then doesn't that make you... the prince? The two of you are quick-witted, aren't you? Whoa, wait just a minute here. Are all of us going to ignore the fact that Gidget is what, Iggy? I believe what our pallid compatriot is trying to say is man. And rather handsome one at that. And what's wrong with that, huh? We can be whoever we want to be, can't we? I mean, sure, I guess. I just thought it would be fun is all. Besides, I always make guy characters when I play games. I just like it better. You don't have a problem with it, do you, Iggy? Me? No, of course not. I don't. You look very dapper. Oh. The prince narrows his eyes in intense scrutiny, studying Ignatius from head to foot. Yes, you don't look dependable at all. It's a good thing I came. Now give it here. Give what here? The jewel, of course. Someone like you would never be able to reach the sacred altar. But I will ensure my father's will is done. The prince reaches forward. Ignatius takes another hairy step backwards, clutching at his robe. This is my quest. Your father gave it to me, and I'm going to complete it. Yes, well, my father didn't know what a hapless fool you were. Now give me the jewel. I must say no, sir. You're basically just assaulting me right now, trying to rob me. So, how about no? Ignatius stomps his foot on the ground. If you want this jewel, you have to take it from me. I will return it to the sacred altar. Very well. You are apparently as naive as you are inept. The prince unsheaths his saber, long and thin, and points it at Ignatius' throat. I shall take it from your cold, dead corpse. This is enough to spur both Ignatius' companions into action. Genzo's sword comes out, with a quick arc of it sending the tip of the prince's saber to the side with a clang. And Orlum is behind the prince with a nigh invisible celerity, his dagger going to the prince's throat. The prince attempts to jerk away, prompting Orlum to press the blade tighter against his skin. Go on, try me. I have always dreamed of committing regicide. Orlum pushes his face to the back of the prince's neck. The prince scowls. My father will have your head if you so much as lay a scratch on me. Genzo brings his sword up at this, directing at the prince's chest. Yeah, well, I have your guts for garters if you think about touching our cleric. Guys, let's just calm down, okay? Let's perhaps not resort straight to violence. Ignatius looks up at the prince up and down. Maybe, Prince Gent. Right, Prince Gent can simply join us. Then he'd still be able to ensure I complete my quest successfully. At this point, the weapons finally fall. The four of them looking between each other with furtive glances of uncertainty. Join forces? What on earth makes you think I would do such a thing? I don't know, maybe 'cause it's 3 against 1, bud? And I doubt sweet Kingy would appreciate his son's head delivered to him via express courier. Okay, maybe we stop threatening the prince considering we don't want to be arrested for treason? Treason would be the least scandalous thing I've done time for. Be right back. Purging my brain of what you just said, thanks. Stop talking about me like that. I'm not here. Convincing with an endearing smile, with a confident handshake. I'm not really sure how we should convince him. Let's go with the handshake. I mean, that's more firm, right? Ignatius can see that the prince might require more convincing. And what better way to prove his professionalism with a confident handshake? Lula Coffee steps forward and extends his hand. I promise to do everything in my power to deliver the jewel to the sacred altar. Will you lend us your aid in this quest, my liege? The prince looks from Ignatius' outstretched hand up to his face and back again. Finally, not sure you leave me any choice at this point. So, much to my chagrin, I have no idea what that's supposed to be pronounced as. I am forced to accept. He steps forward, taking Ignatius' hand with a firm shake. But heed my word well, cleric. I will see this quest carried out. And I'll do everything in my power to ensure it succeeds, without distraction. I believe that may have been aimed at us. Ignatius smiles in spite of himself. He can already feel the anxiety plaguing his psyche growing exponentially by the second. And so the newly formed quartet starts anew, back on the track and headed to the direction of the sacred altar. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave this video here for now, guys. This journey is already amazing. I love everything about this. Like I'm just wondering, are they like playing this Dungeons and Dragons throughout this whole thing? I feel like that's what's going on, because it just gives me the whole D&D vibe, you know. I actually have a couple friends that love Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sure they'll probably love this game too. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason